just being you. You're just there tuning into another human and just seeing how you feel vibrationally together. And if you're in the energy of, what do I need to do to be enough for this person to date me again? You're in a lower vibration. You're not exuding a sense of worth, and you are going to attract the very beings who are going to disrespect you again and again until you get that. So I hope that kind of helps you with the vibration and the difference between calm and assertive, in alignment, and in ego, because it's a huge difference in what will happen in your life experience, depending on where you set your intention, your focus, and your alignment. Any questions coming in?
No, but let's take a little short break here, and you can go ahead and fix your, because I see.
Yeah, can you see it? Okay.
Go ahead and fix
I'm like trying to get it. I never hooked it to my shirt.
Fix it. And the question that I would have is, what would be something that somebody, I mean, a basic thing that somebody can do to get over that feeling of, what do I have to do to be enough? What do I have to do? I mean, to feel more secure about yourself. Is there? I mean, I don't want you to try and solve the world's problems in half an hour, but a basic thing that somebody can start with, and then that may help them. And if it does, they'll come to you for more.
Absolutely. Actually, that's a really great question. So, yeah, I feel it's very simple, actually. The solution there is pausing and tuning in, because every one of us are connected to source. Yeah. Every one of us are connected to higher consciousness. Some of us are accessing that information, and we are going to it and knowing that it moves through us freely in an open channel. Others forget that we're connected. We forget our divine connection, and therefore we struggle and we squirm and we flop around like little fish on land, struggling for oxygen because we have forgotten how connected we truly are. So the solution and the difference is truly in the pause. You're in the car, you step out of your car, you can take a couple deep centering breaths. You connect to source, you call in your angels, you thank them for clearing all the vibrations of fear and anxiety, for clearing your ego, and for helping you to just stand in your power. And I encourage you I will tell clients this all the time. In fact, I had a client this afternoon come to me and they were an actor and they want to get more, acting opportunities, but there's nervousness comes in. It's a very competitive environment. I said this same exact advice to them that I'm saying to you, is to take a few moments and breathe and connect and clear your mind. Clear all the fear, all the anxiety, just by breathing. Just right now, if each of you close your eyes for a moment and you just listen to my voice and take a deep breath in, really let that oxygen fill you up, knowing everything that you need is in that breath. And then as you exhale, you're releasing tension and anxiety. And as you breathe in, you're opening up to receive. You're opening up your higher consciousness to flow and stream through you. And then as you exhale, you're releasing tension. So this, just for 3 to 5 minutes, this kind of breathing with awareness, with focus, is so powerful in calming your energy down, bringing you back to your center. And once you're in your center, you can call in for this assistance from your angels to help you with whatever it is. Before I even drive places, I will ask my angels, to prepare a parking space for me up front. If I know it's somewhere like downtown and I may have trouble and I've got things to carry, I'll just be like, angels, thank you for making sure there's a place for me to park right up front and just illuminate that spot for me when I get there. Sure enough, there'll be a spot waiting. Is it that I'm more special than the person that got there and is struggling and has to walk 3 blocks? Not at all. I just happen to use my awareness of connection to my favor, to serve me. And so by asking for that assistance, I am assisted. So this is the thing, is that a lot of us as humans have forgotten our connection. And that is why humans like myself and many healers are here to assist humans in remembering how worthy they are, how connected they are, and that we are all connected to each other. So if we take that few minutes to pause and relax and center in our breath, and then call in for the assistance that we need, thank our spirits, our spirit guides, our angels for helping us to see through the eyes of truth. And this is where we need to surrender ego, because the ego wants to believe whatever it wants to believe. And our clarity, our soul's wisdom and alignment wants to see truth. We are always seeking truth. So if you go in with the eyes of illusion, you're not going to see a lot of things because you don't want to. You don't want to see the truth because you just want this job no matter what. So you're going to get the job no matter what, and there will be reasons later that you will wish you would have asked to see truth. So the difference is to take that pause and ask that spirit will see through you. Look through my eyes with clarity. You know, let me see everything in this environment for what it is. When I'm speaking with people, sometimes if I sense something's off, because I can sense stuff really quick. If there's a misalignment, I will just, in my mind, thank my angels for showing me the intention of the one that's speaking. And I'll ask that. In my mind, I'll be looking at, a healer or somebody, and I'll say, what is your intention? Like, show me your intention. And it's interesting because that person will really start to behave in interesting ways or say interesting things that will reveal truth to me of their intention. And that's how I know now, okay, there's my confirmation. I sense that already. Any of us can do this. It's just many of us are really, what's the word? I think we're seduced by illusion. We really love to just believe things are a certain way rather than actually find truth of what's real. We want to lie to ourselves because we don't want the work that's involved if we were to see the truth. This is why so many in relationships that aren't happy, they don't want to see the truth. It's like that this person's not really of honor, or this person doesn't really love you or respect you. Because if we saw that truth, it would mean something may have to change. And our ego hates change. Your ego self, the ego part of you, is terrified of change. It doesn't like change, and it wants to constantly convince you that you need to do everything in your power to control situations or other people. The ego is all about control. Control, fear, it's never satisfied. It's always about lack. There's something lacking. When we shift over into our center and our alignment, we know that there's nothing that we need to control in others. That's out of alignment in its essence. For me to control another is completely out of alignment. For me to stay in my alignment, and meaning in a space of controlling my own emotion and just being aware of my own ways of reacting, that's all that I'm truly responsible for. But you'll see this in the world. We project this, and in families, it's abused the most, where you see people talking about this. You're the dad. It's your responsibility to make sure your kid is becoming a good kid, and if your kid's screwing up, it's your fault because you're the dad and you're responsible. And we project this and we celebrate it and we say that's because we're being good parents. It's out of alignment. A child is a soul, and they're in a younger human body, but that soul has its very own life journey and its very own individual expression, its very own individual intentions and desires that it wants to co-create. And a parent is the human that helped birth that child to be here. And we are here to act as guides so that we can assist and guide these children in alignment. The only way we can truly do our aligned job as parents is if we are in our alignment. So this is where the whole system gets shaky and where we see so much need for shifting is that we are projecting things that are out of alignment. They're not serving us, and there's no way we can ever keep it together and hold it all together when what we're doing is not even in alignment. So with the parenting thing, if we understand that these children are here and we are spiritual guides for them, we're here to guide them. If I'm in my alignment and my health and I'm in my power, I can guide and assist a soul in that alignment as well. But it will always be that soul's choice of what it chooses. Just like if I'm working with clients as a healer, if I give the messages from their angels to them and they go home and do the work and they heal and they shift and their life is amazing, and I have many clients that do their work, it is amazing to watch that. I love to be a part of that. It's the most rewarding, fulfilling thing to see a soul that was lost and confused and wounded heal, lose all sense of confusion, come into complete clarity and alignment, and start leading an amazing shift in their own way on the planet. That is amazing. However, that was up to them to choose it. I was a messenger. I was an assistant. Just like as a mother, I'm a messenger. I'm an assistant. We need to remember this, that no matter what we're doing, that is alignment. What happens in these family situations, as far as what I've observed, is that we are told, if you're this, you love without attachment and you're unconditional loving and you help people, but then you just let go and you let them. That's what a good friend does. But if it's your child, you control them, you make them do it, you force them, whatever it takes, because people are going to think you failed as a mother. So right there, if we tune into that energy, people are going to think I failed. Ego. Ego is about fear. Ego is about control. So if we're not aware of that, we think we're doing the right job. We think we're doing a good job as a parent because we're, grounding our kid. We're taking everything that matters to them. We're giving them all this, consequence and trying to destroy their lives until they learn the lesson. And we think it's good because that's what we have to do, because that's what a good parent does. Yet we're stressed out. We're angry. We're frustrated because we are trying to carry on our backpack, like an emotional backpack. We're carrying it around. And we think that we are responsible for our children's choices. That is out of alignment. You can never be responsible for your child's choices, ever. You can be a guide and you can be an assistant. You can be a messenger. You can give your truth. If I see my child struggling and I see that his life is chaos, I see that he is wounded and he's not believing in himself, I can, as a mother, come and speak to him about that and say, I love you and I see you struggling and I would love to help you. And I feel you need some organization in your life. And if you like my help, I would love to help you. How can I help you? Now that is a way that we can help with alignment. If I go in there and start screaming at them and saying, you know what, you got to do everything that I say, and if not, you're a failure and you're going to fail, and what's everyone going to think of me if you fail? I'm an ego because I am more concerned about what I look like than what my child's doing. That's really what the ego is all about. It's about, what do I look like? What are people going to think about me? And they're going to think I failed. And so if all of us as adults could clear that, think of how that would shift and how it would even take pressure off of our children if we weren't coming at them with neediness. We were just there for them in alignment, in our center. We could assist them if they're ready. And if they need to struggle, sometimes humans need to struggle. All of us have chosen that at times. We've chosen to learn and swiftly shift and, find joy. And then there's times that some of us have chose the really rough path that kicked our butts and really was not fun. But then in the end, there did come a day where we realized, okay, that I think I'm done suffering and I need to figure out another way. And the soul is hurting so much that it will call out for the relief. It will call out for the assistance. And that's when, like when clients come see me and they're hurting so much, that's why they come and they're like, Tanya, I got to do something. And then I see them come, and when they're ready to do their work, I have seen amazing shifts happen in a session. And the ones that come often that I see, as a soul